stop scrolling, right now. Imagine this. You're face to face with a woman who feels like she could change your life. Her smile hits you like a lightning bolt. Her laugh pulls you in. You're vibing, connecting, feeling like you're on the edge of something real. But then you lean in, hoping to spark that fire, and she shuts it down. Not with words, but with a polite smile, a step back, a vibe that screams, "You're great." But not that kind of great. You're left standing there, heart pounding, wondering why you're always the friend, never the man she craves. Sound familiar? If it does, this is for you. Because the truth about what makes a woman want you, really want you, isn't what you've been told. And I'm about to rip that lie apart. Here's the deal. You've been that guy, haven't you? The one who shows up, listens, respects her space. You're patient kind. The good guy everyone says women want. You're doing everything right, everything society drilled into your head. But when you try to take it deeper, she treats you like a brother, or worse, a therapist. You're stuck in a loop, watching her light up for some other guy, someone who doesn't seem to care half as much as you do. Someone who's rougher, bolder, maybe even a little reckless. It's not just frustrating, it's a gut punch. You're left questioning everything. Am I not tall enough? Not rich enough? Not something enough? That silent sting of being invisible as a man, it eats at you. It's emasculating. And no amount of just be yourself fixes it. You're trapped and it feels like time's running out. Let's cut to the core. The truth about female desire isn't what you've been sold. Women need emotional safety to trust you. Sure. But sexual desire, that's a different beast. It's raw, primal, wired deep in her brain by evolution. Studies like those in the Journal of Sexual Research from 2019 show women are drawn to men who project confidence, dominance, and a hint of unpredictability. Not chaos, not aggression, but an edge that says, "I know who I am, and I'm not afraid to want you." Neuroscience backs this up. Her brain lights up for men who balance bold masculine energy with emotional intelligence, not for the predictable, overly agreeable nice guy. The problem: society's conditioned you to suppress that energy. You've been told assertiveness is toxic, boldness is arrogant, desire is creepy. So you dial it back, neuter your masculinity, and wonder why she's not responding. You're playing a game you were set up to lose. Picture this to make it real. Meet Tom, a 34-year-old software engineer. Solid job, decent looks, the kind of guy women call a catch. He meets Emily at a friend's wedding. They bond over music swap stories about their travels. He's careful, respectful, asking about her dreams, keeping it light. But when he tries to escalate, a hand on her arm, a playful tease, she smiles politely, shifts away. Later he sees her with Ryan, a scruffy musician with a cocky grin and half Tom's emotional depth. Ryan's not chasing her approval, he's teasing her, holding eye contact, leaning in just enough to make her blush. By the end of the night, Emily's glued to Ryan's side, her eyes sparkling in a way Tom never got close to. Tom's gut twists. He did everything right. So why's he eating dust? Because Tom thought emotional safety would spark desire. Ryan. He knew the game: confidence, tension, unapologetic masculinity. That's what flipped her switch. If you keep playing it safe, here's what you're signing up for. A life stuck in the friend zone, or worse, the brother zone. She'll love your company, lean on you for support, but never see you as the man she craves. You'll watch her chase guys who seem like worse bets, guys who don't text back, who don't get her emotionally, but who light a fire in her you can't. The resentment builds. You start doubting your worth, your masculinity. Maybe you double down, becoming nicer, more available, only to dig the hole deeper. Research by Dr. John Gottman, a leading relationship expert, shows that emotional availability without sexual tension often leads to passionless relationships where respect exists, but desire fades to black. You risk becoming the guy she settles for, not the one she can't stop thinking about. Over time, that rejection chips away at your confidence, leaving you feeling trapped, emasculated, wondering if you'll ever crack the code. So how do you flip the script? How do you go from the guy she trusts to the guy she craves? It starts with owning your masculine energy and understanding how her mind really works. Let's dive into owning your desire without apology. Stop hiding your sexual interest like it's something to be ashamed of. Women can smell inauthenticity a mile away, and nothing kills attraction faster than a guy tiptoeing around his own wants. A 2018 study in evolutionary psychology found women are more drawn to men who express sexual intent confidently, as long as it's paired with respect for boundaries. This isn't about being crude or pushy, it's about being clear. Instead of vague compliments like, "You're nice," try something like, "You've got this energy that's hard to ignore." Say it with steady eye contact, a slight smirk. No need for her to agree. Your confidence in your own desire is magnetic. It's like walking into a room and owning it without saying a word. She'll feel it before you even open your mouth. Now let's talk about creating tension, not comfort. Comfort builds trust, but it's kryptonite for desire. Sexual attraction thrives on uncertainty, anticipation, the push and pull of not knowing exactly where you stand. Be fully present when you're with her. Lock eyes, lean in, tease her playfully, then pull back. Don't text back instantly. Have a life that doesn't revolve around her. This dynamic keeps her guessing, and anticipation is rocket fuel for arousal. Think of it like a movie trailer. Give her just enough to want more, not the whole plot. For example, if you're out together, give her your full attention for a moment. Make her feel like the only person in the room. Then shift focus to something else, like a story about your day or a joke with the group. That subtle distance creates a vacuum she'll want to fill. Your physical presence is a game changer, so let's master it. Your body speaks before your mouth does. Stand tall, shoulders back, move deliberately. Hold eye contact a beat longer than feels comfortable. A 2020 study in Frontiers in Psychology found women rate men with strong posture and deliberate movements as more sexually attractive, signaling genetic fitness and confidence. This isn't about being a gym bro or intimidating anyone. It's about calm, controlled power. When you touch her, start small, a brief hand on her arm during a laugh, a light guide on her lower back as you move through a crowd. Read her response like a hawk. If she leans in or reciprocates, escalate gradually, maybe a linger on her hand, a closer lean in during conversation. If she pulls back, recalibrate without missing a beat. This isn't about forcing anything. It's about signaling you're a man who's comfortable in his own skin. Here's where it gets deeper. Engage her mind first. Women's arousal starts in the brain, not the body. You need to spark her imagination before you ever get to physical intimacy. Subtle innuendo, vivid scenarios, or playful challenges do this better than any pickup line. Say you're talking about a weekend getaway. Instead of, "That'd be fun," try, "Picture us on this beach at sunset, waves crashing, just you and me figuring out what kind of trouble we can get into." Plant the seed without forcing it. Her mind will take it from there, building anticipation that's more powerful than any physical move. This is why women often fantasize about men they barely know, because their imagination fills in the gaps. Give her something compelling to work with. Being outcome independent is another key. The sexiest men don't need her to want them. They're secure with or without her approval. This isn't arrogance, it's freedom. When you stop chasing her validation, you create a magnetic pull. She'll sense you're a man with options, not a beggar at her door. Live a life that screams abundance. Dive into your hobbies. Chase your goals. Keep your friendships tight. When she sees you don't need her to feel whole, she'll want to be part of your world. A 2017 study in Personality and Social Psychology Bulletin found that women are more attracted to men who display mate value through independence and social confidence. Be that guy. Now let's talk about building emotional safety without killing attraction. Before she can crave you sexually, she needs to trust you won't judge her pressure, her or turn into someone she can't handle. This means consistency, honesty, showing genuine interest in her as a person, not just a conquest. But here's the catch: too much safety without tension makes you her emotional crutch, not her lover. Balance it by keeping an edge. Don't be her therapist. Share enough to build trust, but hold back enough to keep her curious. For example, if she opens up about her fears, listen deeply, validate her, then shift the vibe with a playful challenge. All right, that's real, but I bet you've got a wild side you're not telling me about. Keep her on her toes. Escalating physically with confidence is where most guys fumble. Physical touch is a tightrope: too much too soon and you're creepy. Too little and you're invisible. Start with casual, socially acceptable touch. A quick hand on her shoulder during a laugh, a light brush as you hand her a drink. Watch her body language like it's a roadmap. If she leans closer, smiles, or touches you back, you're green. Escalate slowly. Maybe a longer touch on her hand, a closer lean in during a quiet moment. If she pulls back or tenses up, pause and shift gears. The Journal of Nonverbal Behavior from 2021 notes that women respond positively to gradual, confident touch when it's paired with attentiveness to their cues. It's about building anticipation, not rushing to the finish line. Use her imagination to your advantage. Women's sexuality is mental, driven by fantasy and possibility. Subtle innuendo or vivid scenarios keep you on her mind even when you're not around. If you're texting, don't just say, "Wanna grab coffee?" Try, "I'm thinking we hit this rooftop spot. City lights all around, see where the night takes us." It's not explicit, but it plants a seed. Or in person, tease her about a secret side of her. "I bet you've got stories you're not telling me, spill one." This gets her thinking about you in ways that linger. Her imagination is your ally, use it. Stay unpredictable to keep the spark alive. Predictability is the death of desire. If she can guess your every move, she'll lose interest. Reveal yourself gradually, don't spill your life story in one night. Share a passion one day, a bold opinion the next. Plan experiences that surprise her, a spontaneous hike, a dive bar she'd never expect, or a random road trip. A 2019 study in Archives of Sexual Behavior found that women report higher arousal when men introduce novelty and challenge into interactions. Be the guy who keeps her guessing, not the one she's got figured out. Finally, build a life that makes you desirable. Women aren't just attracted to you, they're attracted to the world you inhabit. If your life is full, friends, goals, adventures, she'll want to be part of it. Social proof matters too. When other women respect you, laugh at your jokes, or seek your company, it triggers her competitive instincts. You don't need to flaunt it. Just be the guy who's comfortable around women, who has options, who doesn't need her to feel complete. This independence is catnip for desire. It's why the bartender with a smirk gets more attention than the guy begging for her number. Let's tie this together. You don't need to be taller, richer, or better looking to make her crave you. You need to understand the game and play it with guts. Women aren't looking for perfection. They're drawn to men who own their masculinity. Project confidence, create that electric tension that keeps her up at night thinking about you. Stop trying to be the good guy who wins her heart through favors and flattery. Be the man who sparks her desire by being unapologetically yourself, bold, present, unafraid to want her while respecting her autonomy. Build a life that screams value, master the art of tension, engage her mind before her body. That's how you become the guy she can't stop thinking about. If this hits you where it hurts, if you're ready to stop settling for the friend zone, smash that like button. Subscribe for more unfiltered truths about masculinity, attraction, owning your life. Share this with a brother who's stuck in the same rut you've been in. Until next time, don't just chase desire, become the man she can't stop craving.